In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your Serpentine belt on this Ford F-150 with the 5.4 liter engine. Let's get started. Disconnect the entire intake tube from the engine. So loosen up the 8mm clamp on the air filter housing. And then on the intake side, where the throttle body is, there's another clamp. At this point, you can pull this whole intake assembly, or snorkel, whatever you want to call it, back and up and out. Now, in order to remove the belt, if you look right down here by the tensioner, you'll see that it has a 1/2-inch drive on the end of it. So I'm going to use a long 1/2-inch drive ratchet. You can use a breaker bar or a Serpentine belt tool if you have one that's 1/2-inch drive. Stick it in here. I can grab my long ratchet, make sure it's in there. Pull down on the tensioner, release tension, remove the belt. That's pretty tight. There we go. And slowly let go of the tensioner. Now I can remove my tool. And now we can remove the rest of the belt. Now just go around and remove the belt. I will provide you with a diagram on the screen when it comes time to reinstall it, so you can figure out the routing. That way you know the routing of the belt. But if you want to take a picture of it, couldn't hurt. There it is. All right, it's time to put the belt on. This is the best view I can give you. I'm going to try to move the camera around so you can see better. But also here's the diagram. I'm going to start on the harmonic balancer because it's going to be the main pulley that drives everything, and the main reason I do that is because it's all the way at the bottom and I want to work my way bottom to top. I'm going to put it around the water pump like this just so it can line up at least. Try to get it in all of those ribs down there. Simultaneously put it around the water pump, it'll help situate it better. Try not to get debris or too much debris on the belt. I can feel that it's seated on the harmonic balancer, so that's great. Now I'm going to go down in between this idler and the tensioner pulley so I can put this belt down on the AC compressor. Okay, try to snake it down in there. This is the AC compressor right here. Try to get the belt seated on this AC compressor. Just like that. On the other side, I'm going to bring it over the water pump. From the water pump, it's going to want to go underneath this ribbed pulley here and then around the power steering. I don't have it on the alternator yet. And then bring it underneath this. And the last thing is going to be the alternator right here. But for that, we need to take tension off of the belt. Get your tool in here. Pull the belt up and over. Make sure it's still seated everywhere. Fell off over here. There we go. Let go of it. Remove your tool. Inspect it. And of course, we will re-inspect it after the engine starts. Run it for a couple seconds. But for now, let's button everything back up because we still have things to reconnect. Take this, slide it over on the throttle body first, and then on the air filter side. Oops, make sure it doesn't slide off in the process. You want to make sure it's seated on both so it can seal up. You don't want any air leaks past the mass airflow sensor. It would make it run poorly. So now let's snug up the two clamps. Press this one tight up against the air filter housing. As you can see, it has the two arrows that have to line up. Just make it snug and do the same over here. Doesn't move, so that's perfect.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.